hey, it's me. I'm just excited to be myself and talk and be unfiltered, and yeah, it's fun.
What is going on, everybody? Wired here. I hope you guys are having an excellent, wonderful day. And today we have to go into spilling the tea on my absolute favorite couple, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And as you've probably known, if you keep up with Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, it really has not been too good of a week for them. New business blow for Harry and Meghan as US officials refuse to grant their Archetypes trademark barely a week after the $20 million Spotify deal was ditched. Now, to just clarify, they want to trademark the word archetypes. And I pull over here to Google definitions. Archetypes is a very typical example of a certain person or thing, which I would say actually really sums up Harry and Meghan perfectly. Or an original that has been imitated, which I would say in reference to Diana also has been imitated. But they want specific trademark rights on this specific word. And obviously, because it is a word that is used in the dictionary, the US is not having it. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have had a trademark application for their podcast name rejected, records show. The couple had their application for exclusive rights to Archetypes, the name chosen by Meghan for their podcast, which was just stunning and brave, by the way, I gotta say. The way she brought on Serena Williams, Paris Hilton, Mariah Carey, and just talked over them and said how much better she was because she married a very handsome prince. Not so handsome, actually, I would say. Refused by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office because of the likelihood of confusion with an existing brand. They sought exclusive use of the name in categories like downloadable audio and recordings and podcasts for anything concerning the cultural treatment of women and stereotypes facing women, which is by definition not what Archetypes is about. Now, I've talked a little bit about Harry and Meghan. I'm sure if anyone's watched my previous videos on that, you know I do not like Harry and Meghan. I think they're a pair of grifters. I think they're a pair of unfortunate souls. I really actually do feel a little bit bad for them. I feel that with the clout that they garnered just from being born, they could have gone off and done literally anything in this world. And if it had a merit or a scruple of integrity or passion, they probably could have been somewhat successful with it. However, the Duke and Duchess of Montecito have proven they have no ingenuity, they have no gumption, they have no flair. They are literally nothing but the titles bequeathed on them at birth, which is, I guess, unfortunate to say, but hey, when you've been born with a platinum spoon, what more can you expect? But it was refused due to an existing trademark by Arizonian firm Archetypes LLC, which sought exclusive use in 2015 for a series of books and articles about nutrition, fitness, sexuality, psychological self-improvement, and more. The couple's lawyer, which, you know, they love their lawyer. Their lawyer's he's gotta be getting 3 or 4 calls a day. Or she, I don't know. I don't want to assume their gender, but gotta be getting 3 or 4 calls a day. Marjorie Witter Norman of Los Angeles firm Wilkie Farr and Gallagher has applied for another 3 months in which to finesse the Archetypes application. I'm sure that will go really well. And somebody's already trademarked this, which I don't even see how they could trademark it. I guess Archetypes LLC they could trademark, sure. They also both failed to sign their own application to the regulatory body, records show. Well, that'd be a lot of work for them. They'd actually have to get out their notepads. They'd have to actually get a pen, jot down their signature. That might eclipse, 2 or 3 minutes of their day. And we all know from their, Archwell Foundation, they only work one day a week. That's it. That's all they do. So to ask them to do that, you are cutting into overtime, which I'm sure they'd want to get paid about $1 million, $1.5 million for about 2 or 3 minutes. Meghan made the same mistake last year when she applied to reactivate the TIG trademark. the name she favored for the lifestyle blog she wrote before marrying Harry. It comes after it was announced the Spotify podcast Archetypes would not be renewed for a second season as the audio company begins to make changes and revamp its output. And as we all know, Spotify's gone through a lot of major changes in the past year. They scrapped about 500 employees in January. Recently, within the past few weeks, they've scrapped another 200. And, they're looking to cut costs. They're looking to promote people who are worthy of being promoted. And Meghan Markle, specifically, and Prince Harry, I guess, by association, don't really have anything to offer except for to tell everybody how to live their lives while they don't live their lives in the same way. Remember your carbon footprints, because they said carbon footprints really matter, but they also have a private jet that flies around the world probably 100 times, within a year. They take more vacations than you will in your entire life in 1 year, and yet they have the audacity to lecture regular people about where they should go and what they should do. Absolutely astounding, it really is. The streaming giant in Sussex's audio production company, Archwell Audio, released a joint statement this month saying they have mutually agreed to part ways and are proud of the series we made together. Layman's terms, Meghan Markle's thing might have went to #1 at one point, but it completely fell off because it's just a way for her to talk about herself, which is something that Meghan loves more than anything. It really is. Nothing more that she loves in the world. Moving on to a different article here, really fascinating I found. Meghan Markle's popularity in Britain just hit a new low, and I'm astounded by this. I wouldn't even think it could possibly go much lower, but hey, here we are. Meghan Markle's public image has taken another hit as polling out of the UK suggests she is now more unpopular among Britons than ever. A survey by global public opinion and data company YouGov in Britain between June 7th and June 8th found the Duchess net positivity rating currently stands at -47. This is down 6 points from data compiled by the company in April. Jeez. She is probably the most unpopular royal in existence at the moment, which is astounding when you consider the fact that Prince Andrew is still a living royal, not a working royal, but he is still alive and is still technically a royal. And although he has done very abhorrent things, and I'm not going to ever attempt to justify any of that, he's at least had the, I guess, I don't know if I say what it's intelligence, but he's kept his mouth shut, which is something Meghan Markle just cannot do. Of the 2014 UK adult survey, 24% said they had a very positive view of Meghan, with 65% found that they viewed her very or fairly negatively. 11% said they don't know. The resulting -47 net positivity rating is Meghan's lowest since YouGov began polling on the Duchess in 2017 after her engagement to Prince Harry. Her lowest previous score was registered at -46% in January following the release of Harry's memoirs, Wham! Which I don't really even see the issue. I don't even know why the UK would waste people's time doing this. They're no longer royals. They've abandoned that life. They've gone to Montecito. And honestly, we don't want them here in the US. I can guarantee that. But at the same time, I would never try to burden them onto Canada or New Zealand or anywhere else they said South Africa, anywhere else they said they would like to go. They're very wealthy. Maybe they can have their own island and just go live there and just get themselves awards every day. And then maybe none of us would have to ever deal with them again. Absolutely astounding, though. There's no depths Meghan and Harry won't go. I think these people are both deeply, in need of therapy. And I hope they get it, and I hope they disappear from the public spotlight. And maybe after that, they'll be viewed a little more favoritably. I think the most abhorrent person in the world right now, besides tyrants or dictators or anything like that, would probably be Amber Heard. But Meghan Markle, for not doing as deplorable things as her, is definitely a close second. And Prince Harry is not far behind that at all. I think he is just as culpable, just as jaded, just as cynical, and really should seek mental health counseling. I mean, they got 16 bathrooms. I can invite their therapist over. And that's all I got. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for listening this long, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.